Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. This is my first and very different way of reviewing a smartphone. Today I'm going to be reviewing the UMIDIGI Z2 right in front of the camera to you. No, I'm not. Who am I kidding? I hate talking to the camera. Okay, so let's jump into this properly. The UMIDIGI Z2. This can be found on GearBest for still only £192. Specifications: Helio P23 octa-core processor, 6 gigs of RAM, 64 gigabytes of storage. Has a beautiful 6.2 inch Full HD Plus display with 2246 by 1080p resolution. Bit of a strange resolution, and the screen ratio is 19:9. It has the Mali G71 MP2 graphics chip, clocked at 770 MHz. UMIDIGI obviously have a Pro version, which you can get at the moment, and the differences between the Pro and this version is the Pro has wireless charging, it also has NFC, and the Pro has a smaller battery than this one. So you're only really getting NFC and wireless charging, so if you do prefer that, there'll be a link in the description as well for the Pro version. UMIDIGI have told me that the Pro version battery size is smaller because the NFC chip in there and the wireless charging coil. So they'll need to use a smaller battery. One thing for sure, you cannot fault the design quality, build quality, and just the pure beautiness of this smartphone. It has a twilight back. It is glass, curved glass back with a metal frame and a glass front. Obviously, not entirely sure if that is Gorilla Glass, but this Z2 is probably one of the most gorgeous smartphones I've had on this channel. It is glass, so it is quite slippery as well on well, especially fabric and on sofas, and you do see it sliding around on some surfaces sometimes. So I've got to be careful for that. Feels like silk in your hand at times. Really, really nice. And the notch at the top, not many people like the notch, but I've learnt to love it. You get a bit of extra screen in the corners there, and most of the time that space is used quite well. One thing that does annoy me about the notch though is if you have the phone like this, you can't see whether you have any notifications at all. So on other phones at the top, you have the bar there and you'd see some notifications. But on here you'd have to check by pulling down like that. At the moment I haven't got any. There's a bit of weather there. That's one little bugbear. One thing I've noticed here, while I've got the menu sort of part of the way down, the functionality of this, you should now be able to press and turn all these functions on, which the majority of them you can. So GPS is on from there, battery saver on, screen rotate on, flashlight is turned on. But when you come to these two here at the end, because it's so close to the time, oh, I did it. I did the Bluetooth, Wi-Fi. No, okay. It was mainly the Wi-Fi really for me anyway. Trying to turn Wi-Fi on and off from there is difficult because the clock's there. So you have to press it at the top, right at the top. Probably me being a little bit picky, but one of the things I've noticed, I want to try and cover everything. Now, the Z2 has dual SIM. Both SIM 1 and SIM 2 are 4G capable, which is great. And they have loads of bands. The LTE band, 1 to 5, 7 to 8, 12 to 13, 17 to 20, 25 to 26, 28, 34, 38 to 41. Yeah, and that's it. Oh, you've even got that band 0, band 1 North American cellular band. So this device will pretty much work anywhere in the world. So it has a 3850 milliamp battery. I can tell you that I never got a full day's use out of this, unfortunately. So take a look at these screenshots. My best day was 5 hours and 17 minutes. And as you can see here as well, I had it in battery saving mode. as I was using GPS at the time. So last full charge says there 10 hours and 42 minutes. The time there at the top left was 16:49, so 10 to 5. By the time I got home I had to put it on charge. And it was pretty much like that throughout the whole week I've been using it. 5 hours 6 as well. Oh, I do lie. This was my best day, 5 hours 45. And that was at 8:58 with 2% left. So that was the most I squeezed out of it. Other than that, it was around the early 5 hours, 5 hour 6, 5 hour 15. Me personally, I like a battery that's going to take me through the whole day and when I get to bed. So the Z2 has a fingerprint sensor and it has Face ID. The testing over the week, I've noticed the Face ID is quicker than the fingerprint unlock. Both are accurate. Quite surprised how accurate the Face ID was actually. Although it's only 2D Face ID, I'd imagine it's not going to be the 3D scan, so it won't be as secure, but nonetheless it still works. Even in low light it works quite well, and there's also a setting you can set on the Face ID to flash a light in front of your face so the camera can see you better, to improve Face ID in darker conditions. So the Z2 is running Android 8.1, and I think the day I got it as well there was an update for it pretty much straight away, so I installed the update as well. That's their latest update, so it is bang up to date. And I must say, navigation through the phone, opening, closing apps, has been great. I've not noticed any glitching or any lag in performance at all, which I'm quite surprised, because you do on the odd occasion with these sort of budget phones, you will get a few glitches here and there in performance, but on the whole at the moment it's been really, really good. Now let me take you to GPS. GPS on here, guys, take a look at this screenshot. That is bang on accurate for me, 7 foot accuracy. The GPS had a 3D fix around 7 foot inaccuracy, which was great. And the footage on the left, as always, as I show, just a bit of footage of me driving, and it was pinpoint on course at all times. Now, while I'm on the maps and GPS bit, I can show you this. So I noticed this once I arrived at my location. You press the bottom home button, it shrinks down to the bottom there, but does that. This looks like a tiny little glitch, compatibility here. It squashes all the screen into this little panel here. Look. If you drag the GPS app, it drags it with it. If you close the app down, then everything goes back to normal. So that's one little glitch I found. Also watched ZTech review channel. He mentioned about a problem using the phone when it's flat on surface, but mine seems to be fine. Might be a separate problem with Z's on his channel. No idea, but mine operates fine flat on the surface. Let's show you a speed test on the 4G network. We're on EE in here. Show you what speeds we've been getting. So very happy with that speed in my house. So I did show you YouTube before, and after doing this video I realized that I didn't try the pinch zoom to fit full screen, and the Z2 for some reason is not capable of doing that at the moment. I did message UMIDIGI and they are aware of the problem, and they said to be patient as they are working on a fix. But either way, the display is excellent. Definitely one of the standout features for me on this smartphone. Great colours, very, very vivid. It is a beauty. I was even comparing it side by side to one of my friend's iPhones, and the display on this looks a lot better. Just look at how beautiful that smartphone is. That is the best thing about it, no end. Absolutely stunning. Now I'm going to go on to the cameras now. So it's a quad camera, dual rear and dual front facing cameras, I can tell you straight away now that the second lens doesn't seem to be real. All the bokeh or blur effect just seems to be software. And on these pictures you can tell it doesn't really do a very good job. Believe it or not, I have seen worse, but it does seem to me that the bokeh blur effect is software only. And even just swipe from the left, that's how you get your other modes. Go into bokeh mode. Let's turn the blur right up. So the blur is quite harsh there. Now if I bring my finger to the bottom lens, I'm covering the bottom lens now and the blur is still there. So that indicates to me that this bottom lens I'm covering is doing absolutely nothing. Now I'm not covering it and the blur is still there. So it's just all software based. I'm just covering the top one now, which is a disappointment, it really is. And it does look like a circle in the middle of the phone. But saying that, the camera overall, I quite like the camera overall. Even the front-facing camera as well. There is some good detail. Yes, in low light, obviously with all these phones, quality does drop a bit and there is quite a bit of noise in some of the photos. But on the whole, it's quite a decent camera. Have a look at these pictures and videos, guys, and let me know your thoughts. The front-facing camera on the UMIDIGI Z2, and detail, quite impressed with the front-facing camera. This is right near a window as well, but it's definitely usable. Definitely usable. You gonna go on the slide?
Daddy! Mummy!
What?
Are you buzzing for another summer of love?
Well, Love Island is back, so crack on and be a player.
You'll get 22 free spins when you join, so you can try your...
You ready, Mummy?
We're going.
I'm
Go on.
gonna play games.
Yeah.
Wow.
You finished your watermelon, have you?
Yeah.
Let's have a look at you. I think you got some of it around your face, haven't you? You look a little bit like the Joker.
Like a joker.
Yeah. What are you doing, Missy? No, you're not having my phone. You can't have my phone. Woo! No! No, don't hit my phone. The UMIDIGI Z2 audio quality, in my opinion, it has decent audio quality, but it does lack quite a lot of low end. So there's a lot of high to mid-range audio frequencies there. It's just lacking that bit of oomph and that little bit of bass. It can sound quite tinny and quite thin at times, but overall sound quality is pretty decent. So now it's time for you to all laugh at my PUBG mobile gaming. I'm going to be using the GameSir F2 controller with this as well, just to show you how the phone gets on with PUBG. Let's see what we can find here. So I'm sprinting, seems to be smooth at the moment. What we got in here? Nothing too special. Well, there's someone over there. Ah, I didn't get him. Bugger. Never mind. That's more like it. Oh, I'm being shot at. Where is that coming from? Ah. Holy crap. Done him. Oh crap. Now I'm dead. God, I'm so shit at this game. So overall gameplay was okay. A few glitches here and there, but that can be down to purely data connection as well. But on the whole, it wasn't too bad at all. So this pretty much rounds up my review on the UMIDIGI Z2, £192. Links are down below if you want to purchase one. My overall conclusion is it's a good smartphone. Without a doubt, the build quality and the design is its main standout point, and it is made really, really well. GPS is 100% accurate. Battery life could be a little bit better. I'm quite happy with the camera, apart, unfortunately, from the fake dual lens, which I suppose to some people will be quite a huge disappointment. I think the camera performs quite well. Got some decent images, as you've seen, and quite good videos as well. For me, it doesn't bother me that much. But if you do want a better camera, then you are going to have to spend more money. So you're going to have to spend nearly £300 or more for a better camera on a smartphone. There are a couple of glitches in it with the YouTube where you can't pinch zoom to full screen, and the Google navigation. When you minimize that, it squashes all the display up. That's only on my device. I haven't seen it anywhere else though. But it's got loads of bands. Coverage should be absolutely fine no matter what country you're in. So that is great. It's got good storage, good amount of RAM. Performance, like I said, and basic speed and performance of this smartphone has been great. So that is it, guys. Oh, one more thing. It doesn't have LED notification, which is a bummer as well, which probably would have helped this here, because you can't see any notifications here at the top. If I did have any, you have to drag down from the top. If LED notification was there, then you'd know you'd have something. So any questions, guys, please comment below. I'm sure I might have missed something, or there's a question, something you want to know. I'll answer it as best as I can. Give the video a thumbs up, subscribe, and I'll see you very soon. Bye-bye.